Solution to community air problems by the Muses, including Samantha Junco, Crystal Peralta, Pamela Tespe, and Giovanna Slacomuco Escamilla. A little background on Jenny's life. She lives in Grand Park near I-20 highway, and she participates in outdoor activities. Additionally, Jenny and her brother suffer from asthma, and her mother suffers from a chronic cough. Based on information provided, we can assume that Jenny is Black because she goes to a school that is 83% Black, and the I-20 highway is predominantly Black. Historically, predominantly Black neighborhoods are more prone to have worse air quality conditions, and the I-20 highway, which disrupted Black communities, is now more prone to air pollution, and this affects Jenny because she is near the I-20 highway, and this interturns with the environmental racism. Additionally, compared the two schools, the Chattahoochee Hills Charter School, which is farther away from the city, and the Math and Science Center, which is closer to the city, and found that the school that is closer to the city is more exposed to air pollution and particulate matter. And Grand Park, we found that its AQI is 52, which is in the moderate level, and basically means that they should limit their outdoor activity.
So there are both short-term and long-term exposure with both short-term and long-term exposure to bad air quality that can cause a wide range of health problems. But in this case in particular, Jenny and her brother suffer both from asthma caused by the large amounts of sulfur dioxide in the atmosphere. Their mother also suffers from chronic coughs due to the same dangerous environment.
Our solution/plan is a Go Green policy where we will collaborate with different departments and we will implement this program by community outreach and use of government resources.
The funding, so city projects and policy funding are funded by grants, partnerships, borrowed money, investors, donations, growing revenue, and conserving and selling up. Other sources include individual income taxes, payroll taxes, and corporate income taxes.
And this will, again, real world be implemented with the work of local communities and organizations. So our public policy solutions, to go more in depth in terms of transportation, we found that there's only 5 stops in Grand Park. So we want to increase public transportation accessibility and strike a deal with MARTA to allow a student discount and therefore having to incentivize for students to use public transportation instead of parents picking them up or use of cars. Also, if parents are not comfortable with their students using public transportation, they could increase funding for transportation provided by the school, which will decrease air pollutions and decrease traffic. Department of Environmental Protection Agency, we want to heavier penalize companies for pollutants and regulate, be more rigorous with regulating the quantity of air pollutants that the companies emit. And if they were, the amount of money from the penalty will go towards the Go Green policy. And we also want to partner with Neighborhood Woods, which is a project in Trees Atlanta. And Trees Atlanta collaborates with members of communities to plant and care for trees in their neighborhood. And through this community-based effort, they planted new trees throughout the Metro Atlanta in public spaces so that the benefits of trees can be accessible to all. And with more planted trees, it can also help with the heat that the city experiences. And also the importance of bringing awareness to the soil waste curbside services that the local government provides. Based on the case file and Jenny's neighbor burning leaves, we brought attention that maybe some are unaware. So we want to bring more awareness to that, and that they pick up household garbages, recycling, yard trimming collections that occurs every week.
Within the Department of Health, this green project or policy that we've created would help sensitive communities or families experience less medical problems, and those that already have issues such as Jenny, who suffers from asthma, could reduce their medical expenses by allowing her mom to buy less inhalers. Overall, medical expenses would decrease. Working within the Department of Education would expand the public's knowledge and awareness of how clean air could be accessible and its benefits. And not only would it be beneficial for students to learn about their environment and learn to care for it, but it can also bring about an interest in pursuing careers in green industries. As students who attend a school in the heart of Atlanta, we too are exposed to the same pollutants and toxins that Jenny is exposed to. Our school is surrounded by highways, which are usually filled with traffic and factories that emit pollutants into the air. And while researching for this project, we began to think that our school's athletes could eventually develop health issues due to the hard breathing during practice and the inhaling of bad air. If our solution were to be implemented, our fellow classmates and other schools in the area, including Jenny and her family, could lead healthier lives.
Thank you all for listening and having this opportunity for us to be involved in this program. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.